Welcome to the first in a series of videos dedicated to the methods of working introduced in Drawing 1. This material is meant to serve as review or introduction to certain central ideas because demonstration of drawing is very useful, and in class there's not always time enough for enough of it. I will narrate much of the video, but you may also find it useful to replay these demos without sound or with your favorite music playing so that you can concentrate on how the drawing is built. I will also note that you may see some ill-advised pencil grip and fluctuation of light quality because to frame the drawing in proper focus, I am standing awkwardly to the side of my easel. The first two videos depict searching line, and condensed here through the magic of movies is a 35-minute work using this method in less than 12 minutes. What is searching line? It is a drawing method where the artist uses a flexible, responsive approach, gradually gathering information by weaving together layers of line, drawing on, around, and through observed elements. The artist follows the path of their darting eye and the subject, in this case, the ramshackle studio corner you saw depicted in the title card. You'll notice that at this initial exploratory phase, I'm working lightly but not too carefully. I'm trying things out, not getting stuck on one part, and not making any line or group of lines so heavy that I can't move them. And I'm sometimes making groups of lines that show the vicinity where something happens, rather than just drawing the elements like edges that look most like lines already. The two most critical components to this approach, which will be carried through and built onto in the first half of the semester, are line variation and open form. You'll notice that as we move a few minutes into the drawing, you'll notice that I've crisscrossed the page but not defined any one object. Open form means not closing or completing the outlines of objects. Instead, you try to determine what are significant landmarks in the total situation. This is also sometimes referred to as open contour, because contour is the term for the outline or edge of a depicted subject. Contour is an element of what we're doing here, but this is a perceptual drawing, a working drawing, a relational drawing. So we're looking for a broader range of descriptive roles for line, to describe the visual pathways observed, to draw the shapes of spaces, discern relative emphasis, intensity, speed of different parts of the situation. This flexible searching line is important because a process that is open to revision and adjustment, to overdrawing and redrawing, allows for continuous perceptual reassessment. And learning to draw from observation is about learning to see more, getting away from preconceived notions and developing greater visual acuity. You're trying to create a tighter connection between hand, eye, and mind, to think your way around the drawing in a continuous discovery. The longer you can keep the drawing open, the more specific you can be to the situation observed. To achieve this, you have to resist the urge to name objects. To name your subject is to categorize and make it generic. But to draw from direct observation is to experience a unique moment from a particular point of view at a specific angle in some discrete period of time and within a three-dimensional space. So to rephrase that, if I were to draw a fan atop another fan next to a ladder, I would, draw a propeller at an upside down V that is in my mind's eye for, the description of those things. And if you and I name it the same, we'll win Pictionary, but it wouldn't be a very surprising or interesting drawing. In art, the unnameable is more intriguing, and that is why you're going to be asked to learn new methods as a series of investigative tools. This is a process oriented approach. So the product or subject won't always be fully grasped, but through practice, you'll build a much richer drawing vocabulary. And note that I'm talking about processes or methods, not about style. Style is a surface issue. Some will draw more delicately, some more rough, and so forth. Your style is fine unless it is not flexible enough to incorporate new ways of seeing. Then it will be in your way. Sometimes style is another way to predetermine, to name the outcome before it arrives. So, again, I'm saying also, to stay open. We're not teaching style so much, but rather a structural approach. So, besides this open form and unnaming, I said that there is a second crucial element, and that is line variety. Line variation is the difference in line, difference across the whole page, difference within parts or groups, difference within an object depicted, a difference from one end of a line to the other. Line variation defines your drawing. It is essential to its form. Form in a perceptual drawing has a double meaning. It is the quality of design or composition, and it is the three-dimensional volume described. The design form and the spatial form are heightened by the line variation you achieve. Within creative line, without creative line variation, the work will be flat and monotonous. So, what varieties of line are present? Line weight, which is the thickness or thinness of a line. Line value is the darkness of a line. Line grouping is the number of lines that cluster together to make a linear movement or movements within the work. Line character is a more ambiguous notion, as is line speed, meaning how the line reads as gentle or harsh, or in the case of line speed, fast or slow, or the line character of trembling or meandering or exploding. Oh, and line length, long or short. Look in these next minutes and in the following video at where a line is broken within a form and where it extends beyond or through the form. Just look for the next couple of minutes at how the line and the drawing changes as more visual relationships are developed. And look at how the line differentiation is used to begin to give a sense of the three-dimensional space of the room interior being described, how changes from left to right, top to bottom, foreground to background are being formally analyzed and developed. So again, just look for the next couple of minutes at how these things come about. Incidentally, this is 32 times speed, I believe, in the sped up section. Okay, so I'm just about 20 minutes in, approaching 20-minute mark. I'm going to step back to get some perspective and sharpen my pencil. Um, I'm going to sharpen the pencil with a little X-Acto knife so that I can shape a thinner, sharper edge to the pencil. Um, so I won't need to sharpen it as often because of this, and also it's so that there's more lead exposed if I want to uh, use it on its side to get a wider kind of line work. And this kind of use of a knife to sculpt the pencil is not always necessary, but again, you're looking to sort of expand your ability and options here.